So, and with
Mhm.
spirit rescue,
Yeah.
do you want to see if we can do anything there?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it.
See
Again,
what
I know
how we
you
go.
know, but I just feel like I want your audience to know I've never done this before. So I'm just a willing participant to play along with Sharon today. And
Awesome. Now, what was the
Awesome.
name of the hotel again?
it's called I always pronounce it wrong. So it's either the Monago or the Monago. It's spelled
Okay.
Monago. And it's I think the southern tip of Kona near Captain Cook. It is on the coast. The room we were in was 312.
Did they talk about a certain room that was haunted or a certain area?
No,
No.
in fact, because I like going to haunted places or places that claim to be haunted.
Okay, so I've done quite a few live spirit rescue
Mhm.
shows on my channel with other practitioners, and we also have been able to rescue groups as well. We start with
Okay.
individuals and then we move to groups and animals too, because animals suffer and they can be still in trauma. This, part of the soul, because it's a fractured part of the soul, basically, is what it is. It's no different than soul retrieval. Okay. The personalities, if this is what this is stuck in a loop in the trauma. So,
Okay.
Ah, okay. So what I like to do is just take a couple of deep breaths and then I'll
Okay.
lead us and ask guidance to take us to wherever it was that and I'll tell, I mean, they already know, but I'll just say it where you experienced this, okay?
Mhm.
Hmm. Christina and I call on our guidance now to guide us and help us with this endeavor where we would like to move our consciousness, our attention with your help to the area on the Big Island in Hawaii, where Christina experienced either residual or hauntings in the Monago Hotel, the southern tip of Kona, and she was in room 312. So if you would guide us there and help us to help any spirits that might be lost and confused in this area. Oh, yeah. I feel something in my throat, my heart center. I feel tightness.
So I've been aware of these as knowing I was going to do this with you today. I can see there was four in the room. Like
Okay.
it's like these four that I had experienced in that room. They're like very I can see them. Like I'm almost back in the room.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't like again, I'm so skeptical, but it almost feels like it was a family of
Sure.
some sort. So, but there's no husband. Like so there was like a shadow, and that's like a boy.
Okay.
And I would say maybe he's like 12 or 14. So not a man, but not a child. There's a mom and a baby. That was when I heard the mommy screams.
I feel the screams in my throat. That's why I felt it in my throat. She's screaming. I feel like she's screaming, and they are actually till her throat hurts and it's raw, till she
Yeah.
can't scream anymore. So since you're able to see them,
Yeah.
let's go to them, okay?
Okay.
And just get their attention. And if you would get the mother's attention, the children will follow.
Yeah.
And just let her know that you are there, we are there to help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this experience that she and her children and her family went through has already finished, that she's left her body. They have left their bodies. Okay. And it's time for them to go home. All they need to do really is turn around. She's repeating this in her mind. Just turn around and take your attention, their attention off of the earth plane. That's where her attention is, and that's where it's still happening. And just turn around, see the light of her oversoul. Do you notice her turning around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see her like looking, but I
right.
don't think she sees it yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like she's
but
wanting to know who her husband is.
yeah, there's a looking. She's looking for
Right.
something. Um,
Let's let
so
her know
there's
her husband
also
is
a
there.
fourth. So there's
Okay.
another, but I don't know that it's with. So the girl, the mother, the baby, and the boy are together.
Okay. Let's grab the
Um,
fourth as well and explain to that person as well, that personality.
yeah,
Male or female?
it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
female.
Female, yeah.
It's almost like this one is flying on a broom. That's really strange.
Okay.
See how I feel. I'm so skeptical, but that's what this one feels like. And I'm gonna say the age is like 20s, early 20s.
Okay.
That's
So
that that kind of energy.
go ahead and get her attention any way you can, because they can see us because we're coming up from the earth plane.
Okay.
It's difficult to see the higher planes, the guides, the loved ones, when we're in that trauma still, and whatever she's dealing with. She might be there trying to help, but I feel like she's stuck too. And just ask her
Yeah.
that she's done everything she can,
So her and
you
she's
know?
just trying to get out of there. She's just trying to escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, let's let her know that she has, that all she needs to do is turn around, that experience is over, that she's left the body, she's transitioned, she's died, even though we don't really die. But all she needs to do is turn around and see her family and see everyone there in the light of their oversoul. They're together for a reason. They have a connection.
all of them do.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And once that portal is open, we're asking the archangels to open that portal for the others that may need help as well. Ooh, I feel that. So they're moving
Yeah.
across.
So I'm like, so what I'm seeing is that, the window and the back door of that room was facing the ocean. So I see them going in the direction of the light towards the
Nice.
ocean. One of the things now that the energy is moving outward and it's no longer in that room is that around the area. So I was hearing a lot of different things. It sounded like people had like megaphones, and it sounded like parties, but also arguments. And, so what I'm
Layered.
seeing here is there's a lot. So like these four souls were around this room, but there is a lot more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like the
Scattered.
area is holding a lot of residual
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
Yes.
And that happens. And
Yeah.
most people don't even notice it. But since you're so sensitive, you were able to pick it up because you had opened that part of yourself. And so you're hearing all
Right.
the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
It just,
experiencing that.
right.
All right, so they're coming, they're going, moving across. I
Mhm.
do feel quite a few. They're show, yeah, I see. Ooh, man, I want to cry. All right, we're going to ask the angels to close that portal as soon as all that have chosen to move across are through the light portal to their oversoul, to the higher planes.
I feel like I see so many like faces and lights, like there there's a lot heading into
Yeah,
that portal right now.
yeah. I see a lot of orbs, light orbs.
Yeah.
sh-
Hmm.
Yeah, bringing them across, guiding them, moving across.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, we can bring our attention back and let the angels and the helpers help whoever needs help, whoever chooses to move across. We're also going to ask them to heal the land as well. The archangels, if you would please, in any manner that you can, and that it is allowed by the Mother Pele and any other light beings, higher beings that guard those islands. And of
The
course, the
night
Great Mother.
marchers. I've been hearing. I feel like I'm seeing them move across. The night marchers are there to protect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about the night marchers.
I don't.
I don't know much, but I know that they're there.
They're guardians.
Yeah, they're guardians of this area. They're guardians of a lot of areas. Um, but it's one of those kind of scary myths as well that if you see them and you look at them, you'll die.
Mm,
So you just don't look at them. And so I'm seeing them now like over the land, over the water as these souls are continuing. It's like they just keep going.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they're protecting that area and all of the souls that are there
right, right.
alive and
Okay.
not.
All right. So we're going to trust that the angels and the guardians there and the protectors of the land and the people will um, do what they need to do to help as much as they can.
Wow.
Man, my heart.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like it feels lighter, so much lighter,
Mhm.
um, clearer too. And I just have pops of colors. That's what it looked like as everyone was ascending.
Nice.
Yeah, like rainbows, little rainbows.
What I've learned with doing this work and also with soul retrieval with others is that I mean I feel this expansion in my heart center whenever I do something like this.
Yeah,
And I realize that since we are one one mind, right? And we're
yeah,
all connected, we're also retrieving parts of ourselves.
yeah.
So it's a collective retrieval. And
Hmm.
as someone else brings in a fragmented part of themselves, as that happens, the collective becomes more whole, which radiates out to everyone.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
As as each of those souls turn towards the light and feel that call to home and
Yeah.
that safety from the angels, I could feel that the mother needed just a little reassurance that she would be safe and guided. Like there was I don't really know what to do, kind of thing that
Right.
she was
Yeah.
feeling. And as soon as she saw the light, she remembered that all is well. And I believe that that's when they remember, we do too.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Totally.
That was fun. Let's do more. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love doing spirit rescue for sure. And I'm planning on doing a live version pretty soon, and you're welcome to join if you want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And it's been a little while since I've done one, but I have a couple other psychics like you that work this way too. And it's just really rewarding. And I am teaching a course on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting Sunday the 14th. It's all
Okay.
recorded
This
though.
Sunday, like in 2 days?
Like tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
not 2 days.
No,
Tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So it's called Psychopomp, which
Um,
is helps, spirits move into the light home. And yeah, so it's a certification, a Psychopomp certification course for practitioners who would like that certification from
okay.
the academy. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's pretty intense.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. It's a really good tool to have because when you think about it, how many people have the physical body, left a physical body,
Yeah.
and who have died in trauma, how many wars we've had, how many um horrible things that humans have experienced. I mean, there's just, you know, how many fragmented soul parts are there that are still personalities that are, still in that on the earth plane. So I find it's really critical work, soul retrieval anyway. Yeshua was the one who taught me about soul retrieval work and spirit rescue type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, is really critical for humanity's healing, not only on an individual level, but on the collective.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm curious, like so who would be like the ideal candidate for that class? And what I mean by that is like I intuitively knew afterwards, right, that I wished I'd had that information so that I could help this, these souls
Right.
not feel so much pain or not feel so much fear. But until I was talking to you, which was at least a week or two after my trip, I really didn't get what I was seeing or feeling or hearing. So, like, how do we know? Like, how would I know when there's a need for soul retrieval? That's my question. Sorry it took so long to figure out how to ask.
That's all right. The way I see it is if a spirit comes to you for any reason there's probably a reason that that they need help. Even if they don't need help, it's better to go into your routine, go into your practice or whatever the routine of trying to help spirit than not.
Got
And
it.
if they don't need help, they're not, and it's a choice sometimes, it's a choice that once spirit understands that they are still on the earth plane, they have left the physical body, because sometimes the trauma is so quick and awful that they might not even know. Because if you're astral traveler, out by explorer, you still are the same.
Yeah.
We don't just all of a sudden disappear. We're still the same. We still take our personality with us and
Right.
in our memories with us. So I would say if that ever comes up, then at least put the effort into it to see
Yeah.
if they need help.